Hey there, this is Akshit Madan and welcome back to the part 4 of complete Pandas tutorial. And in this part, we are going to see how we can handle the missing values or the null values, right? So let me show you a data set. So this is a data file and I can see that it consists of roll numbers and then the physics marks, chemistry marks, maths marks and the computer marks. And here I can see that some of the cells are not filled. That means they are having null values. They are not having any values, right? So how can we handle such kind of data, right? How can we do it? So using the pandas, we are going to see how we can handle such values, right? Because when we are training a machine learning model, we can't have these null values, right? The compiler will give you the errors that your data set consists of the null values. So either we have to remove these null value rows, or we have to fill these null value rows, right? So we have to do something. So let's see what we do. So the first thing is we have to import pandas as PD object, and the next thing is we have to read our CSV file. So that same roll numbers CSV file, I'm going to read it. That is called sample.csv file. So don't get confused in the GitHub repository. You have to go in the sample.csv file for that file, right? So the first thing that I always run is the df.head to get a general idea about my dataset. So it gives you the first 5 rows. So I can see that it gives me the first 5 rows. Okay, now I want to check because here I'm not getting any idea whether my data frame is having null values or not, right? So how to check whether my data frame consists of null values? So for that thing you have to run df.isNull, right? So using this, all the if a cell consists of the null value, then it is going to show true, otherwise it is going to show false. So I can see that over here, that is the 8th row, I can see a true. That means it is null value. Over here also I can see a true value. But using this true false, I'm not getting a very good idea that how many in I'm not getting a number how many null values are there in my data frame, and it is very difficult to calculate or total all these null values in for each and every column, right? So what we can do is we have to run this function, that is df.isNull.sum, that is going to that is going to add all the null values of for each and every column individually, right? So I can see that number of null values in physics are 3, chemistry are 4, maths are 2, and computer is 1, right? So the next thing is I want to get a total of all these null values. How many null values are there in complete data frame? So you have to again write dot sum. So it is going to give you 10. That means there are total 10 values. So if you will add these, you are going to get 10, right? So first thing that the first method of removing these null values is you can just drop those rows, right? So here I'm getting a null value, so I'm going to drop this row, right? Here I'm getting a null value, I'm going to drop this row. Here also, and over here also, over here also. So like this, all the rows which are consisting of at least one null value, I'm going to remove that row, right? So how you can do it? So first of all, I'm running a df.shape to give you that currently it consists of 30 rows and 5 columns. And the next thing is I'm going to create another data frame, that is df2, and it is going to it contains all the data frame without the null values. So how you can do it? df.drop na. So using this function you can drop all the rows which consist of null values, right? And the rest of the columns, rest of the rows, rest of the data you are storing in df2 variable. So if I'm going to run df2.shape, it consists of 22 rows and 5 columns. That means 8 rows were having null values. So all those 8 rows are removed, right? So this drop NA also consists of one parameter, that is axis. So you can give this axis as 0 or 1. So default axis is 0 and 0 means row. And if you give 1, then it is going to drop all the columns with the null values. Let me show you. So if you are going to write axis is equal to 1, then it is going to see that my physics column is having a null value. So it is going to drop this column. Then it will see that chemistry column is also having null value. It is going to drop this. And like this, it is going to drop all the columns, right? So this is the thing. We provide axis is equal to 1 when we are dealing with the columns, right? But default it is 0 for the rows, right? Now let's see the same thing that I've just told, dropping columns with the null values. So I'm creating another df3 variable that is going to store all the columns without the null values. So df.drop na, and you have to provide axis is equal to 1, not 0, right? So if I'm going to run df3.shape, it is telling that it consists of 30 rows but only one column. And which is that one column? it is this, the roll number, which because the roll number is not having any null value. So only this thing is left. Rest all the four columns are removed because they were having at least one null value, right? Okay. Now the next thing is df.drop na, and you have another parameter that is how, and you can provide it any, right? So what does this any do? So it tells you that if any row value is null, then remove that row, right? But in the same way, if you provide how is equal to all, then it will remove that row only and only if all the row values is null. Then remove that row. Otherwise, you don't have to remove that row. So if you provide any, then it is going to check if any null value, if any row is having at least one null value, then remove that row, right? So it has removed all the rows with one null value, right? So eighth row is removed because it was having one null value. But if you provide how is equal to all, then it is going to check if all the rows value of like that means physics, chemistry, maths, and computer are all null, then and only then it is going to remove that row. Otherwise, it is not going to remove that row. Okay. Now the next thing is in place. Now this function or this parameter is going to replace this df. So using this in place is equal to true, my original data frame will be lost and a new data frame will be created which will replace the original data frame, and that data frame will not be having any null values, right? So if I run this df.shape, I can see that 22 rows and 5 columns. But original data frame, that is df, was having 30 rows and 5 columns, right? So in place is equal to true, just replaces your original data frame, right? So we have seen a lot of functions today, and I think you would have understood everything, right? So if you have any doubts, you can reach out to me on my Telegram channel. And yes, so till the next content, keep coding, keep innovating, and thanks a lot.